Meet Tala.
Hi, my name is Tala. I'm an attorney.
Tala is an attorney living in Los Angeles whose sloppy style has her tired.
I'm tired of what I see in the mirror, tired of my damn closet.
Tired of her clothing, her closet, her body image issues, and most importantly, she's tired of people acting surprised when she says she's an attorney.
I am my own worst enemy. I mean, the little heifer that lives in my head that says the nastiest things to me. She has definitely been working overtime a lot of years.
The question is Tala willing to do the deep inner work, as she says, to silence the heffa living inside her head so she can reinvent herself as a confident, stylish woman?
Somebody was like, you look really, really cute, and look at you looking all, so people noticing.
Or will she continue to self-sabotage and live a life where she dims her light?
Does this fit into your style? Like, do this fit into your style? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Find out in this week's episode of the Style Therapy Makeover Experience. Welcome to the Style Therapy Makeover Experience. In this series, I found 10 deserving women, gave them a copy of my book, Style Therapy, and let them go to town documenting their style transformation. In this series, you'll find out what's possible when you have the right tools, the right attitude, and the willingness to do the work to transform your life and your style. Before we jump into this week's episode, I'd like to thank Sanctuary Clothing for gifting our 10 women with gift cards so they could shop for their big reveal. So if you need some awesome and affordable, comfortable, casual clothing, check out sanctuaryclothing.com. In this week's episode, you are going to meet Tala and follow her along on her 30-day transformational journey. I am so excited about this episode. When I saw Tala's application video, girlfriend had me in tears, real tears, crying. I was so moved. I know that this transformation will be one for the record books. So let's tune in and see how Tala did on her transformation.
I'm tired of what I see in the mirror. I'm tired of my damn closet. I'm tired of trying to figure out what to wear every morning. And even though I got all these clothes, they don't fit, or they gotta be ironed. I'm tired of looking frumpy and dumpy. I'm tired of being embarrassed to go out or when I go to court. Oh God, I'm tired of people telling me I don't look like an attorney. I'm tired of feeling unprofessional. I'm tired of being afraid to date. I'm tired of literally avoiding certain places in LA because of how I look. And the sad part is, this is the first time I think I've ever even said that out loud. I'm just tired of hiding and playing small, and I'm tired of being afraid, and carrying all this baggage. I'm just exhausted. I'm not really expecting a miracle. I don't really believe that doing this for a month is going to change my life like we're in a Hollywood movie. To be honest, the only thing I want to get out of this is I just want to be happy with the way I look when I walk out of my house every day. And that's all. And I have no idea why I'm crying on this video. But I'm exhausted, and I don't want to have to re-record this. So unfortunately, I'm not really. I thought I would be doing this in a much more professional manner, but this is what you are probably going to end up getting. So
it's week 1 and Tala is about to begin her style journey. We're going to start things off with the 7-day selfie challenge. This is how all of my clients begin their style transformations. It's a very uncomfortable exercise for a lot of people, but there's so much growth And we need to really get a good look at where we're starting so we can transform our style in the most powerful way possible. So the job here is not to dress up, just to get an honest look at where you're starting. And trust me, Tala didn't dress up, okay? She said she basically wore whatever was clean. So I'm really excited to see these selfies and to see how Tala did on the journaling prompts, because we're not just snapping selfies in week 1 of Style Therapy, we're starting the deep inner work that is going to lay the foundation for the big transformation. So let's check out those selfies and see how Tala did in week 1.
Week 1 was really hard. I actually started the first day, March 1st, having a car accident that totaled my car and gave me a bit of whiplash, and I banged up my knee. So this did not start off well. And then having to take selfies, that was really difficult. But I took them every single day, even the second day, because I stayed home and pretty much stayed in my pajamas and took a picture in my pajamas. Part of the exercise with the taking our selfie is talk about how we felt and how we were perceived on any given day. I felt very frumpy, very not put together, very sloppy. The word sloppy showed up a lot. I pretty much walked through this world invisible, but I'm also in a way okay with it. I'm okay with being invisible. You know, on the one hand, you kind of want to be this dazzling person, but on the other hand, I'm very comfortable in not being seen. And that's it. I'm very comfortable in not being seen. I'm very comfortable. That is my comfort zone. Even signing up for this project required me to come out of my comfort zone, because I don't even want to do these videos because I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen on the internet. I don't want to be seen in any of those spaces. And, you know, I signed up, but part of the reason I signed up was to come out of my comfort zone.
It's week 2, which means it's time to clear the path. And the pathway is blocked by a bunch of pesky and nasty style roadblocks. If you're new around here and have no clue what a style roadblock is, style roadblocks are those mental muck that get in the way of having fabulous style, and they just get in the way of your overall greatness. We're talking about other people's opinions, body image issues, and our money mindset and mentality. So this week, during week 2, Tala really comes up against some of the bigger style roadblocks, especially the body confidence issues. What I love about Tala is her transparency, her honesty, and her extreme willingness to do the work. You can tell that Tala wants these issues gone for good. Now, these issues don't truly ever go away permanently. However, if you do the work inside of Style Therapy, you will equip yourself with tools to fight against these roadblocks when they inevitably show up trying to sabotage you and keep you small. So I'm really excited to see how Tala does during week 2. Let's check it out.
Week 2 was a very emotional week, and this is where we got really into our style roadblocks. And the thing about this book, I think, that separates it from others is that this wasn't just like the physical style roadblocks. This is about the things, our mental and emotional roadblocks, other people's opinions, or what we perceive to be, or what we've taken away from other people's opinions. And a few of mine were basically, that, fat people are sloppy, looking good and taking time to invest money, and time in your looks is vain. Nothing looks good on bigger bodies. If you draw attention to yourself, meaning you look good and you're out there doing, that draws instant criticism to you, in particular in this new age of everybody having an opinion on the internet. And the one that really felt true is about being plus size and not being able to be stylish. That those two things don't go together. That prevents me from being able to be stylish, look good. And I also live in LA, which is a town that, prides itself on bodies that are smaller and well-toned and all of these things. The other one is about drawing attention to yourself. That belief also rang very true to me, and just thinking about playing small, not wanting to be seen. The less attention I can draw to myself, the better. Those were the biggest ones for me. Of course, they're not based on truth. They're based on our perception of truth, or our perception of ourselves. Like, I haven't been bullied, but I have still picked up the messages about bigger people and how we look and how we're sloppy and we're lazy and we're dumb. And I've internalized those messages. And so that definitely has contributed to my desire to play small. And of course, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think badly of myself. I don't feel like I deserved it, and then I dress bad, and it just one vicious cycle after another. The second roadblock we talked about was body confidence, how we became disconnected from our bodies. That was a lot more intense. I developed early, very young, and I had several encounters with grown-ups, grown men, and some that were just not the most. I felt a lot of shame around that, and a lot of blame. I felt a lot of shame around my body. That's one of the reasons I gained weight, to hide my body. My whole life is about hiding my body. That has been my whole entire life. Feeling shamed around my body, feeling that I needed to hide what made me a female. And so a lot of years I wore baggy clothing, all of these things, especially when I was younger. I think a lot of my dressing still encompasses that shame and that kind of internalized belief about my body, and just wanting to hide it, to not have to deal with any of that negative male attention. Those two roadblocks together, doing that work, really was an very emotional state. We had to stand in front of a mirror, totally nude, and say nice things about our body. Holy schmoly. I think I wanted to block that out. People always say do that, take the naked picture or do the naked. And, I wanted to stay true to the book. I wanted to do the exercises, even the difficult ones, because I know that's where the growth, that's where you get the breakthrough. And I remember, standing in front of my mirror, and it took me some time to even hold my head. I couldn't even look at myself. It was so disconcerting. And, it's really interesting when you can't even look yourself. It's not just nobody else there but you and your reflection, and you can't even look at yourself. For that exercise, I think, kind of helps starts the process of neutralization, of being able to look at yourself and look at your body and not say a negative thing. Not say anything negative about it. We did the closet cleanse. I don't know how I totally forgot about that closet.
how did you forget about the closet cleanse?
I literally threw out so much stuff. I threw out about 2/3 of my closet. I have a lot of shoes. That was my comfort zone. Shoes, handbags, and jewelry, and a lot of stuff I haven't worn. I realized I wear the same stuff over and over and over. One of the things that she told us to do, and I tried to be faithful to it, is not keep anything that doesn't fit. That just don't fit. And for the most part, I got rid of. So the third roadblock that we discussed was money, which that's definitely one of my big roadblocks. So on the one hand, I'm spending all this money trying to find nice things that look nice on me, that make me feel good. And on the other side, I can't even go into a store and shop and feel comfortable. I still think only certain types of people deserve nice things, and I'm not one of those people. And I think I'm just not, I don't deserve nice things. That is really the crux of this whole thing. I don't see myself as one of those people. I'm not thin enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not special enough. I still have all this, not all, but I still have shame around my body, the way it looks. And so, yeah, that was a roadblock. That was the money roadblock. So, yeah.
It's week 3, Style Awakening week, and this is supposed to be the most fun week in the style therapy journey. However, some of Tala's roadblocks are coming in, trying to ruin all of her fun. This week, Tala is setting some goals. She is creating a vision for her future, for both her life and her style. And she's starting to do some activities that are going to develop her style type and her signature style. But again, those roadblocks, they're trying to ruin everything, which was pretty surprising. Some of the activities that I find to be the most fun, Tala found to be extremely challenging. So let's look at how she did in week 3, and hopefully by the end of the week, she'll have had a good time. But let's find out.
Week 3 was all about trying to figure out what our style was, and we went through a lot of different exercises, or a couple of different exercises. One of them required us to just go on any site and put whatever we wanted into our shopping cart. And the interesting thing is that I noticed that I had a lot of shoes and a lot of accessories and a lot of dresses. And what that showed me was, like, before, when I thought, because I have a love-hate relationship with shopping. I kind of hate shopping because I never feel like the kinds of clothes that I like, I can find in my size. My style is more like a funky classic. That's my style. On my professional level, I like the polished professional style. I love that style. But it has been very difficult to find plus size and deal with and look good in that style. At least I have felt that way in the past. And then my running around, just hanging out style has been casual chic. And then my more socializing, going out, dating style is what's called a subtle sexy. And so those 3 styles actually have a lot of things that cross over for them, a lot of classic pieces. And that's when I said that my overall style is what I would call funky classic, because I like really classic pieces, a basic pencil skirt. I love a white big shirt that you can wear with anything, the classic white tennis shoes, a nice dress you can throw on to run around and put really cute things. But I also like colors and patterns and funky earrings and things like that. So, I can have a pencil skirt that I could wear for work. And instead of being the basic black, which you should always have a basic black, I would definitely love one with a really funky print. And then you could take that out and go to dinner, put on some heels. But it was really, really hard to do that because all of my roadblocks about being plus size and finding the types of clothes that I like just kept coming up, and I had to just sit with myself. The other thing we had to do was a vision board in week 3, and that was a little rough. It was about putting your dreams and hopes on paper. I finally finished my vision board. This was the hardest thing for me in this whole journey. One of the biggest things I've always wanted, and I live in LA, is to get a house. I mean, I'm from the South, that's what you do, but LA is so expensive, and so I've kind of kept that dream in the back of my mind. Putting that on paper just, brought out a lot of fear and anxiety. So this is something I really want. What steps do I need to take to get it? That's the thing about this book. And it starts to unpeel a lot of different layers of your life. You don't just work on your style in terms of clothes. You start looking at other areas in your life where you want things, or you want to, I think the youngins call it level up. This is just one aspect. You start, as somebody in our group said, you start looking at your house and you're like, how can I use these steps to level up my house? You start to look at your career, your relationships, depending on where you are. And then you start to really see that you can start building the blocks to really have the life you want. And, that style and fashion isn't just about shallow things like I want to look pretty or I want to have designer clothes, but it's really a reflection of how you want to walk through this world and how you see yourself. And that's what week 3 gave to me.
It's week 4 and Tala is about to develop her signature style. She's going to take everything she learned during weeks 1, 2, and 3 and put them to the test during week 4. She's going to go shopping. She's going to put outfits together, maybe a little at-home fashion show action. However, in week 4, those style roadblocks are still following Tala around, but this time, I'm going to give her a pass. I get it. Tala is shopping as a plus size woman, and retailers do not make it easy for plus size women to find fabulous clothing. Now, it's not impossible. There's a little LM tip in there for you. One of my favorite plus size online retailers is 11 Honore. They have amazing designer clothing for plus size women, but that's not a store. That's something you have to do online. So I really love how Tala sees the roadblock, but she doesn't let it take her over. And you'll find out how she did that when you watch her week 4 footage. So I'm very proud of how Tala is approaching this whole entire process. Let's see how she does in week 4.
Week 4 started out fun, then wasn't fun, and then some reconciliation. Week 4 is the week we put everything into motion. And so, my style was classic funky. I knew what that looked like. I like how that looks. But I ran into some roadblocks because I am plus size. It has now come to my attention that a lot of stores at the moment, some of them say they're bringing them back, have taken a lot of plus sizes out of their store. I went to Nordstrom's. I was like, you usually have a plus size section, and pretty much she was like, we took it out. I was really frustrated, and I was about to go back into my unhappy place about, how hard it is to dress plus size, because that's how I feel about that. It's going to take me a little bit more time to build a wardrobe. I did get some cute pieces, so that that I did, but it is going to take me some time to build the kind of staple pieces that I want, that I need, that I like, which is fine. It's going to take some ordering online, waiting for it to come, trying it on, sending it back. My structured, jean jacket that I love, found that, meaning I wasn't looking, I found it. And I think that's probably one of the things, if you are plus size, you're probably just going to have to learn and understand that there are going to be some pieces that you want that you'll probably have to get in a moment. I decided to create a wardrobe budget. I think in the financial community it's called sinking fund, and just putting money away in that wardrobe sinking fund so that when I see pieces I like, I can get them. I don't have to worry about the money. I don't have to worry about them going on sale, because that's the other thing with really nice, really quality, or even just cute in general, plus size fashion, is that the good pieces go quickly, because there are a lot of people out there that want quality merchandise and want quality things. So that's what I decided to do. I decided I wouldn't take my place to the dark place, take myself to the dark place, which is, and that's something I'm going to be working on. It kind of made the last part of my week 4 difficult, putting together multiple outfits. So what I kind of been doing is sort of working with what I have, which is very small and very truncated at this point, because I threw everything out week 2 or week 3 or whatever week that was when we did the closet cleanse. During this 4th week, the roadblocks came up, the how I see my body and how I see myself and the money thing. But I think that's what I think I love about this, because at week 1 or 2, I would have panicked and gone into the whole woe is me. But being able to do the work, it allowed me to free myself from that emotional aspect of it and come up with a plan. Okay, T, so right now you can't just walk into any store and buy what you want. Like, someone who's a little smaller, maybe you don't have the funds right now to get that cool, sweet jacket. Or maybe, like it happened with the Nordstrom sale, the cool, sweet jacket sold out. I mean, I literally had to go back and keep looking for stuff. I did find this cute little blouse. Love it. But I had to go back a couple of times. So that, Nordstrom's one of my favorite stores, but one of those places where those pieces go quick, man. Quick. And I do, like, when I was doing the shopping, I fell into that space of my comfort zone. So I went to the shoes and the purses. Oh, I missed the purses this time, but definitely the shoes. I got so many sneakers. Cannot tell you how many they're cute though. They cute sneakers. I was able to take a deep breath, take myself, and just think, how does one tackle this problem? So even though I don't have a complete wardrobe right now, I have a plan, and I do have some things now that I can wear, that I can, change up and do some things with. So that was my week 4. Interesting 4 weeks. A lot happened just personally, in terms of dealing with an car accident, and making sure I kept up. I am so glad that I was able to do this. But I think the most astounding thing about doing this was the mind shift, was changing my whole perspective. This has helped me solidify. Now, that doesn't mean there hasn't been moments during this process that I've slipped back into, because I have. And I just tell myself, that's not your style. That's not who you are. That's not what you like. That's not what you're trying to accomplish. And that thought process in your head is what changes. And that's going to make, because it's made me think and be conscious. That's one of the things I got out of this, is I'm much more conscious. I know what my style is. I mean, I've always kind of had a suspicion. I think we all do. But for those of us who felt like we couldn't do it for whatever reason, money, how we saw our bodies, how we felt, our childhood issues, our weight, our non-weight, our looks, whatever it is we have as our roadblocks. The thing I love about this book is that it breaks those roadblocks down and moves them out of the way, or it gives you the strength and the ability to move those roadblocks out of the way. 30 days is not going to move them permanently, but it's definitely going to give you the tools that you need and the strength that you need to begin to move those roadblocks out of your own way. If I had any piece of advice for any of you out there who are going to buy this book, you should buy this book, by the way. Buy the book. Buy the book. I mean, I'm telling you, the exercises are simple. They don't take a lot of time, but they do. They don't take a lot of time, but they do require you to put some effort and some work into it. Okay, so this was a little fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. It was fun, as well as emotional. I'm very glad that I did it. The other thing that I got out of it too was, once I started on this journey with this, a lot of other things in my life started shifting. Like my mindset started shifting. So like I said, I was in a car accident and I had like my little Honda Civic, which I love so much. And, it's an efficient car. I love it. I stay, and I had paid my car off. So I was like, I do not want another loan. But, I took my car game up a notch, because I was like, you know what? If I'm taking this up a notch, I gotta take my car up a notch. And I did. Today, somebody was like, you look really, really cute, and look at you looking all, so people are noticing. I'm feeling good the way I see myself, and feel about myself, when I'm, whatever style, my work style, my social style, my professional. I haven't done too much socializing, but my casual style, even when I run errands, I'm feeling the difference of how I feel. So I definitely appreciate, Lauren giving me this opportunity, and I'm glad I did it. So you all take care.
Please tell me I'm not the only one that saw that dramatic energy and confidence boost. Oh my goodness. Tala completed the entire 30-day Style Therapy Makeover Experience transformation, and the contrast between her application video, where she's literally crying on film for everyone to see, to what we just saw. Tala leaned back, accessorized, cool, confident. I'm here for it. That is what I live for. We love the before and afters, which her before and after, money, okay? We love the upgraded outfit. It's fabulous. But what's really fabulous is this. Do you see her confidence? Do you see it? I do, and I'm excited. Now, here's the thing about increasing your confidence. It's not a one and done type of thing. And that is exactly why Tala has been gifted a 1-year membership inside of Style Confidence Collective, because your style and your confidence, they're like a muscle. You gotta work at them all the time to keep them healthy and strong. So I look forward to connecting even more with Tala inside of SCC. And of course, you can join SCC as well to come along on the transformation. Start with the book Style Therapy and then come hang out with us inside of SCC to make sure that transformation sticks. Style Therapy is available anywhere books are sold. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode, and be sure to tune in next week as we follow along another fabulous journey on her 30-day style transformation. See you in the next video.